warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, dear viewers. Today we are going to be talking about a companion named Abdullah ibn Maktoum radiallahu anhu. His mother name is Maktoum because she is the mother of the blind. He is close to the Prophet through his first wife Khadija radiallahu anha, who was his cousin. And I'm going to talk about an incident which changed Abdullah radiallahu anhu's life forever. At that time, Makkah was worshipping idols, and the Prophet was eager to see them accepting the message of Islam. So he held a meeting with some of the tribe chieftains of Quraysh, such as Abu Jahl, then Khalid ibn Walid radiallahu anhu's father, and several others. They were all ready to be in that meeting because they wanted to debate and see if the Prophet would leave the meeting. And that time, Abdullah radiallahu anhu came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and asked him a doubt about Islam. This incident occurred in Makkah while he was still a Muslim. But the Prophet, wanting to, in this context, wanting to listen to the Quraysh, just ignored and frowned him. Later, after that incident happened, he got a sharp headache, and the verses of Surah Al-Abasa was revealed. One of the verses of Abasa is that, and you frowned and denied the person who was eager to be who wanted to be closer to me. So that's what the verse talks about. So from then on, the Prophet ﷺ started treating Abdullah ibn Maktoum radiallahu anhu with kindness, and along with his mother, giving him whatever he needed and always including him in the close circle of Sahaba. When the Prophet wanted to go to Medina, that was the time when Abdullah ibn Maktoum, along with another person, went to Medina and started teaching the people of Ansar about Islam and taught them the Quran and Hadith. He and Bilal were both the muazzins, and in Ramadan, sometimes one would make the Fajr prayer, telling people to pray Fajr and to stop eating, and then another one would make the Maghrib call of prayer, asking people to start eating, and then after eating pray Maghrib, and then Isha, and then Taraweeh. So that were, and like in Surah An-Nisa, there was a verse saying that the people who took jihad were the ones better than those who stayed at home. Abdullah ibn Maktoum at that time was blind, as suggested by his mother's nickname, and so he begged the Prophet if he could fight so that he could be among the better people. So then Allah revealed another verse saying that those who are blind and deaf and those with disabilities were exempt, and they were still better than those who stayed at home. But regardless, before the Prophet ﷺ's death, He fought in many battles 13 times to give many chances to Islam. When the Prophet ﷺ died, a series of 4 caliphs began. First with his close friend, then the remaining 2 were also close companions, and the last one was his cousin Ali ibn Abi Talib. So then after Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu's reign, Umar radiallahu anhu started ruling, and that was when he needed to win the Muslims against the Persians and take over Persia. So he requested people from all over Arabia to join him to liberate Persia. And so Abdullah ibn Maktoum was one of those who joined the army, and he fought valiantly, and so he was one of the hundreds of thousands of martyrs who died holding the flag of Islam. Lessons we learned from Abdullah ibn Maktoum's life is that one should not ignore a person who's born differently or has different interests and a life different from him. And 2, even though we are born with something different from normal people, we should always strive to do things in the name of Allah. So that's the lessons learned from his life. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we'll meet with the new video.